There we go. The mic should be on. Let me see if everything is in order. Cool. I hope you all are doing very well today. On time today. Hi, Orange Juice Enjoyer. How are you doing? I hope you're doing very well. Today we're just gonna... Ooh, is my tablet working? 1 second. Wacom. I hope my tablet is working. Oh boy, 1 second. Launch Wacom Center. Oh, no momento. Wacom driver. My Cintiq has been having issues. Download. 1 second while I figure that out. I'm doing pretty good. I made some homemade pizza. Exactly. Moment. I'm getting a new tablet soon. Because of this, where it just like stops working. Take your time. Thank you very much. If I re-download the driver, it is fine. So, but I hate to re-download it every time. But here, it's just gonna be a moment. But yeah, I'm super happy to be streaming, and last time was so much fun, so I just had to. Okay, so there it is. Great. Please. There we go. It scared me for a second there. But yeah, that was, thank goodness, an easy fix. So right now I'm just working on commission work for a friend's YouTube Sprite channel. I think I'm just gonna have a green highlight in my opinion. But yeah, today has been interesting. I walked to work, which was very cool, and I'm just hoping to get some commission work done. More commissions. Yeah, I've actually been really busy with commission work, which has been really nice actually. I wish I could like take more requests, like free requests, but unfortunately that is not in the cards, since I'm just pretty busy. But yeah. I just remembered that purple and green are like opposites of the color wheel. So now I'm like, well, can't shade with that. And I'm just gonna shade the blush. You know how I love doing that. But yeah. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, from yesterday, it was really fun to just chat with you guys and really just have a good time. I really like the idea of like a crock pot, a queer crock pot, of like you're slow cooking your gender, which was really funny. But yeah, just waiting for everyone to come in. Otherwise, I think like for this one, I'm really loving it because I know the person in real life. Face shading already mentioned now we need Undertale and Steven Universe to get a bingo. Literally. That's funny. We should make a bingo of like things I mentioned during stream, because I'm a creature of habit. Yes, queer crockpot TM. Yeah, that was fun. But yeah, I think like otherwise, I've been trying to finish Deltarune. Now that you mentioned Undertale, it's really hard. Deltarune is hard, guys. Good morning, it's night. Ooh, it's about 2 p.m. for me. Good night, in fact. I've been trying to finish Deltarune, which has been interesting because it's a really great game and it's really playable. It's just like at the end, it's so difficult, and I'm not a good gamer. So I watched Let's Plays instead, TBH. Yeah, but I made this design specifically for Pink Possibly on YouTube, because I know her in person, which was very cool to meet like another person who does YouTube in person. It was like a little very mini VidCon. That's it's so silly. Me when two YouTubers meet. It's VidCon. It's kind of interesting to call myself like a YouTuber, to be honest. That's fair. Let's Plays are a great way to still learn a lot of games. Yeah, definitely. It's... Hello. Hi, Sad Fox. How you doing, my friend, Sad Fox? Hi. It's kind of interesting to call myself like a quote-unquote YouTuber since I don't really do it for a living. Smidged con. But like, I didn't want to call myself a video essayist anymore because I feel like I had a lot of hubris in calling myself that. And some of my videos are not essays, to be fair. Like some of them are more opinion pieces, which, you know, can be essay-esque, but, you know, I try to mitigate that. I don't call myself a video essayist very much either, lol. Hi, Ophie. It's good to see you. Oh, Sad Fox, can I mod you, by the way? I'm gonna mod you. Add as a moderator. Manage moderator. There we go. Cool. 1 second. Ophie! I love Ophie. I just say I make videos. It's true. So true. Because, like, but my intro was already, like, set in stone by then. And I was like, you know, I really like this, like, kind of vibe of, like, artist annoyance type deal. And then I was like, why not YouTuber? Allegedly. But, yeah, definitely. I mean, like, the title of, like, video essayist is so interesting because back when I was starting, I'm in college, and I was like, well, I said it was a video essay. I didn't say it was, like, a good one. Which, like, like, I don't know. I used to not, like, I used to take my stuff, a little too seriously with, like how I want to be perceived. Like, with the title of video essayist. And now I'm like, you know, I think that title was a little stressful, to be fair. And I'd rather just go by YouTuber. Like, there's a lot of things you can call me. And a YouTuber is apparently one of them. There we go. There we go. I'm liking how this is coming out. She didn't ask for it to be shaded, but I'm doing it anyways. Because I like it. Oh, wait. I'm on Top Shot again. Damn. 1 second. Okay, cool. Last time, I don't know why YouTube does this. I usually call you Sunny IDK. Yeah. I don't know why YouTube does this, but, like, they always revert to Top Chat instead of, like, live. And, like, I missed some, like, texts or messages. I'm like, what the fuck? Because I don't care who's on top. Or, you know, whatever. But yeah. So this is just a sprite commission if you're just coming in. I've been doing in between top chat implies the existence of bottom chat. Yeah. That's what I was thinking too. Elitist YouTube. Wait, was that elitist white or elitist YouTube? I can't tell. Because it could be either. But for me, yeah, I mean, YouTube, I didn't know. YouTube, elitist YouTube. Yeah, YouTube can be elitist sometimes. I've heard, like, my experience has been, like, really positive with, like, obviously my, the group chat of, like, not little, but I have a Discord with, other YouTubers that I really love, and also a couple, commentators, and I just love it so much. It's so nice to have, like, a place where people relate, to, like, not the struggle, but, like, the experience of making YouTube videos. Because it's a really kind of interesting one. IDK how I showed up in Top Chat yesterday, either TBH, but I digress, yeah. But Okay, this is looking good. I'm just shading this right now. There we go. But yeah, I mean, being like online, a lot of people sometimes in this chat tell me I really want to do YouTube, but I don't know, like I don't want to take it seriously. And I'm like, you don't have to. Please don't. At the start, I would not recommend taking it super seriously. Because you don't want to end up like someone like Mr. Beast who is only like motivated by numbers. Hey, me reference. Oh, that was you. Yeah. But like genuinely, like I think taking YouTube super seriously at the start, the only thing that matters at all is your first 10 videos is that they be fun to make. Literally. That's so true, Ofi. So true. I discovered Ofi by your Ruthless video, and literally, peak. I think I actually like, it's really interesting. Mr. B's mentioned, but Mr. Beast, you mean? Yeah. It's really interesting because people used to like him, and it was like there was kind of mixed opinions, and now people really don't. And like, so I think he has done irreparable damage to YouTube, to be fair, to the people who dislike him. I genuinely do, because like, and I'm not saying I make the best content or videos, but I am saying that I make them because I want to make them. People rightfully dislike him too. Yeah, it's rightful. Don't get me wrong. It's totally rightful. And in my opinion, like with the whole thumbnail situation, did you guys see that? Ugh. Like how he promoted like using AI thumbnail generators. I think he got a cut in that too. I could be wrong though. And it was just like I cannot fathom, because I make very simple thumbnails. Like the video thumbnails that do really well are very simple. Like some text, YouTube was going to change to its current state with or without Mr. Beast. Yeah, that's fair. I feel like that's fair with AI and stuff, like infiltrating the platform a lot. And I also think Mr. Beast is kind of a microcosm of like what's happening is wrong, in my opinion. Like he's a really good example of like how the culture is changing, is probably what I'm trying to say. And I'm like, I have not been on YouTube for like a very long time. Okay, me mentioning doing graphic design should be on the bingo card too. It made me so mad. And profit-driven content. Yeah, I agree. Like YouTube thumbnails can be very simple. It's, and the way he said it, like, oh, you don't have to learn Photoshop for 25 years. You don't have to do that for a normal video. Like, nobody has to. First of all, fuck Photoshop. Ryan George made a fantastic video on the topic of Mr. Beast on his second channel literally yesterday, I think. Oh, I'll check it out. But like the Mr. Beast AI thing is he included an AI tool to generate thumbnails in his company view stats, like social blade. So he definitely, yeah, I'm thinking that too. He'd definitely get a cut. Because my thing is, I don't know, he has this, like, it's more than profit driven, I think. It's like he wants to be adored, and being on YouTube, you have to handle that some people are really going to dislike you. And I had to reckon with that very early on. Didn't he change it now so you hire someone to make you a thumbnail through his little platform now? I bet those people are still using AI. I bet so too, girl. I bet so too. And on the topic of that, genuinely fuck Photoshop and Adobe. I'm a full suit member of Adobe. Yeah, it's tough. But on the topic of that, being on YouTube, the first thing I had to reckon with, and I know, I believe Ofi, you told me this pretty early on, or someone did, I think. Someone very smart told me this. they were like, you kind of have to learn how to, oh damn it. Huh. 1 second, I'm closing some tabs. Okay, so did I glitch out for a second there? I think you froze. Okay, I think I'm back. Okay, I think my Wi-Fi is being a little iffy, but we are so back. Yeah. You kind of have to learn. You're back now. Great, thank you very much. But, you kind of have to learn that. I let a lot, we are so Barack, yeah. I let a lot of, comments slide, because some responses should say in the group chat. If I don't think it's worth, if I don't think I'm going to change your mind, I'm probably not going to respond to that comment. But also, trying to change people's minds is exhausting. And not, on fandom stuff, I'm like, okay, live and let be. We are Joe Barack. On fandom stuff, it's okay. You can disagree. Mostly. If I'm... Hi, Naim. Hi, Naim. How you doing? But, on some of my trans videos, I try to, say my perspective. And I feel like sometimes people think that I'm, the only guy they should talk to about it. Listen to on trans issues. Because they're like, well, my experience is different. And I'm like, that's cool as fuck. I never want to be like, my experience is the only one. You know what I mean? I say a lot of, that's fair. Your experience is different. And people react mostly well to that. Because, yeah. Flashback to the comment brought up yesterday. That's what I'm thinking about, yeah. If you guys didn't know, the comment was how this one person who is trans in my comment section did a very long diatribe. It was on the pronouns video about outing people who aren't ready. And they did this very long diatribe of I want to out people because it's good for the community. And I got so mad. I got really mad. And it's one of those things where I think about sometimes. Not a lot, of course. I don't obsess over it. But it's there's such a wide variety of trans opinions. And not all of them are good. Sometimes your experience, is valid. But you can't hurt other people. Because of your belief system. They just seem privileged. You didn't tell them to off themselves, though, and that's good. Then literally, yesterday I was I didn't tell them to off themselves, though. Some queer people are dumb, and that's fine. Ooh. Literally. Sometimes I'm sometimes when cisgender people are but my trans friend said this opinion for all trans people. And I have to be but I'm here. You know what I mean? Yeah, like me. But not that dumb, yeah. I hate when sometimes people are yeah, but I have a trans friend who says otherwise. I'm I love that you have a trans friend, but they're not here right now. You know what I mean? You're talking to me. We're not talking hypotheticals, I guess. I'm just gonna light this. I believe in trans rights and only some wrongs. That's so true. Same vibe as my minority friend gave me a blank pass. Yeah, okay, are you on my video or your friend's video? That's so real. What are we talking about? Not all trans lefts. Mozzarella, right? Trans lefts, yeah. Thank you, Sad Fox, yeah. But yeah, I mean, trans issues are so incredibly complex, and I've been learning a lot about here, I'm just gonna, there we go. I've been learning a lot about intersectionality from Rupert Raj. My next video topic, trans Southeasts. Yeah. And it's been really interesting because there's so many blind spots that I didn't know I had. I don't know how to light this up. But, and like everyone has a blind spot, I know that, but like, it's just so cool to actually research and learn, Libyans. Like, I know I do that for every video, like, I genuinely do research for a lot of my videos, but I don't know, I feel like, for the upcoming one, it's really interesting because stuff like, I didn't really think about, like, intersex people, or, hijras, or like, identities that I don't normally come in contact with until like I read up more about their like struggles and issues, and it was just really interesting to see that. What are Libyans? I don't know, but that's okay. I think that looks better. Two-spirited people. Oh yeah, two-spirited people. So basically, it's I don't like, I'm not the authority on like what a two-spirited person is. I'm still researching Rupert Raj's like research on it. So I implore you to tune into other like voices on it, but it's oh boy, white panic like right now, but basically it's an identity belonging to indigenous people that that sometimes for damn it, chat come back, okay, are we back? Sick, we are so back. I'm really sorry about the Wi-Fi issues. We're back. Cool. But yeah, I really implore you to look up like more on two-spirited people, because I'm gonna be so honest, if I tried to define the identity, I would fuck it up right now. Do you have an Ethernet cable? I don't know what that is, but I will DM you later. Thank you. But yeah, the Wi-Fi usually isn't too bad at my apartment, so it's probably because it's a Friday, to be honest. You into any types of literature or maybe manga? Is your Wi-Fi in your apartment, or is it through your rent? Wi-Fi through the apartment. I think it's through the apartment. Also, manga. I am. So I'm really into like nonfiction, but I do love, if you have a router, you can get a cable that will connect to your computer to your router box, but you can't get one if you don't have a router. Oh no, it's through my rent then, yeah. But I really love Maid-sama. Anyone here like Maid-sama? I really love like romance fiction when I'm not researching for videos, TBH. Yeah, I haven't read in so long, except for videos. I do read a fair amount of like psychology letters and for school and stuff. I read sometimes for feminist literature, which I do love. You stopped at indigenous people and just wanted to say the most friendly way possible that indigenous is a really broad term and the correct term, and they often use peoples. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for correcting me. I will keep that in mind for the future. But yeah, so TLDR, I am really not the person to ask yet, because I'll probably give a little disclaimer about that in my video, like, hey, there are some there are some like resources in the description to talk about Hijra identities and like two-spirit identities, because I do have so many sources so far. I think it's like 20 instead of people. Just a little friendly note from your friendly neighborhood Canadian. Oh no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But TBH. But the script is obviously still in progress, which is cool. I think I'll quote when talking about the identity of Two-Spirit. I think I'll quote him rather than like trying to fumble, because like I don't think I would do it justice personally. Okay. But I like how it looks like a little devil horns. But yeah, otherwise, the Hijra identity is also, he brings it up. He is a South Indian man, and he, I believe, half Polish too. So it's a really cool, like inclusive, kind of like holistic perspective he has on the trans community, rather than like ignoring the identities that don't like fit Western like narratives, which is cool. Not that, you know, I have good faith, I promise. But yeah, there we go. But yeah, otherwise, it's just so interesting because I'm trying to compare a lot of Rupert Raj's and Buck Angel's activism, quote unquote. You're doing great, Sunny. Thank you. Explaining things on like the spot on stream is sometimes hard, so sometimes I'm like, yo, I gotta abstain for right now. I gotta script this, sorry. But I believe it's so interesting because Buck Angel has obviously not thought about like half of the things he's talking about. He's Buck Angel is a trans man who is not a trans activist but a trans figure, self-admittedly. And like when I'm talking about Rupert Raj's work in prison abolitionism and prison activism for trans people, grifter, yeah. And like I looked to Buck Angel's take, and it's just like, oh, sorry, 1 second. Sorry, that was my dad. But I look at Buck Angel's opinion, and I'm like, I don't know how to give this man good faith. Because it's like comparing a coughing baby argument to a hydro bomb. You know what I mean? Okay, so this is looking nice. But yeah, I think like for me, I want to be fair. That looks like a lava lamp on there, and I think that's a good thing. Thank you. My art has been compared to lava lamps a lot, and I'm cool with that. Yeah. I'm chill with that. Lava lamps are fun, but it's like coughing baby versus hydrogen bomb mentioned, literally, because it's really. Oh, just search this channel, vile. No, it's not clickbait. Like, I promise you, it's not clickbait. He makes me so mad. But, I want to, like, every time I want to be good faith with Buck Angel, he does something so abhorrent that I'm like, you're making my job harder. You're making the job of every trans person's harder, first of all. It's saying people like that are real. Yeah, so I'm gonna, OMG lava lamps are so, I love them. They go blub, 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 yeah. But I'm gonna give a warning at the start for mentions of like transphobia and conversion therapy, because spoiler, Buck Angel at one point in 2021 advocated for talk therapy. So I won't, like, it's just like, why? And he did it in the mentions of like hating trans women for some reason, but like that's how bad he is. And I can't understate how much like damage. And trust me, there were other trans men on that open letter that he said that on, but like Buck Angel at the end of the day would, I know, what's the point of gay people? Yeah. I know that being trans is not a choice, because people like Buck Angel would be cis in a second. In like a millisecond. Would choose if they could. So, at the end of the day, it's like, yeah. But I'll go more into it in the video. The video is about 2,700 words, which is a lot for me. I'm thinking it'll be about 30 minutes long, which is be interesting to edit. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna move on to the gloves, I think. But yeah. I think, like, my hope is that Buck Angel does not see the video. First of all, I don't want to get harassed. Like, because I understand that I'm going to be pretty harsh on Buck Angel, but I'm not going to tell people to, like, harass him, because I don't think he's worth it. I don't think he's worth the breath. But also, like, I understand he would not give me that grace if the video does take off. And he does see it. Or the thumbnail, at least. Because, like, now that my channel is, like, a bit bigger, it's like, oh, will these people actually see this? You know what I mean? Which is an interesting conundrum. I'm gonna drink some water. Okay. But yeah, I mean, like, just a random side note, but I actually learned about Buck Angel from his talks with a mother on an autistic child where they both kept autism. What? See the type of person that looks up his own name? I would think so. I would think so. Like, I haven't, I usually try to stay away from his Twitter, but, like, you know, like, I just, I don't know. But, yes, drink water, yeah. But, like, I'm not gonna not do the video, because I genuinely think it's important to talk about. Plus, like, it's not all going to be about Buck Angel, TBH. Like, part of it, a large part of it is going to be making the point about trans activism versus trans grifting, which is using Buck Angel and Rupert Raj as a foil, basically. Also, the funny Canadian man. Yeah, it's also about Rupert Raj, who I have a parasocial relationship with. Basically. That's half a joke. But yeah, I'm reading Rupert Raj's biography right now, and like, I feel like I should watch more, like, where does Blair White fit into this theoretically? I feel like Blair White fits really easily with grifting. I don't know if Buck Angel and her are, like, friends, but I don't look into his, like, personal life, to be honest, aside from stuff I need to put in the video. Blair White, yeah. Playwright is an interesting case because she thinks she is not trans, which is interesting. It's what I figured, yeah. Like she talks. They both have similar rhetoric, I will say, about some trans people, not them though, being predators. They're both probably paid by the same person. That's true. I don't know if like either of them actually believe what they're saying, which is an interesting conundrum. Like, I don't know. Yeah, when you said he'd be cis in a heartbeat, I thought of Blair. Yeah. To be honest, like, I don't know if they actually believe what they're saying. These like transcriptors, but I don't think it matters. If that makes any sense. Like, they're still doing incredible amounts of damage. Do I really need to know what's in their heart? No, basically. 1 second. Okay. Okay, 1 second. Are we back? Are we back? Barack. Okay, so for now, I think I'm going to try to get the Wi-Fi to work. I'm going to try the Ethernet thing next time. I really love talking with you guys, but unfortunately, I think my Wi-Fi is going to crash out on me like soon, and I do want to say goodbye before that. I'm sorry it was a short stream, but I will figure out the Wi-Fi soon. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry about this, but it was really fun. Bye.